Good morning. Today we have a party, surprise party for my aunt, and I just arrived here. I started my sister's dress, I think yesterday, no Thursday, and I didn't finish, so I'm here to finish it off, and then just straight after, I'm going to make my dress, and hopefully I finish. Sorry, hopefully I finish everything in time. There's not a lot left to do. I'll show you guys now. So this is the dress. I need to finish up the sleeves. I made them a little bit too long. This side is longer and she wants it to be this length, and totally agree with that. And then I just need to add a little cute frill over there at the end. So yeah, let me get going. So guys, I also have some unpicking to do. The dress is a little bit tighter because before it was a bit big and then it became a bit too tight. So I already stitched the loosening stitch, and now I just have to undo the other one. I'm going to cut this on fold, so it's going to be double. Okay, so guys, these first two is this original pattern, this one. And then these last two are just 2 centimeters longer than this one. I just added the 2 centimeters onto the fabric. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just give the dress a bit of character by making it just slightly longer. And this I'm also doing this because I just don't want to, I really am hoping that the dress is not gonna be too long. And if it is too long, like I'll just, yeah, I don't know. We don't have time. Okay guys, so here's the longer one, here are the shorter ones. I'm just gonna take out the pins. Okay, so I'm going to join them like this. This is going to be for the front. Remember, I measured the front and the back, and then this is going to be for the back. I'm going to join them right here by the seams, and I'm going to do the same for this one. And then when I'm done, I'm going to overlock it. After overlocking, I'm going to attach it. So let me just show you guys. Okay, now I'm going to overlock the hem side. And just, you know, for your information, every time you overlock, the right side is supposed to face up because that's also the right side of the overlocking. So as you can see, I overlocked, I don't know if you guys can see, I overlocked the fabric faced up this way. As you can see, this is a neater loop interaction going on there. And then you look at the back, it's not so neat. So that's the wrong side, and this is the right side. So an overlocker is not the same at the top as the top and the bottom. Yeah. So I'm going to join these together. The shorter one is going to be in front, and then the long one is going to be just at the bottom. Okay, I've marked my guide points, put my guide points together. As you can see, what I'm going to do is actually take this dress off. Okay, I'm going to start with my seams. Seam to seam, you need to match that up. This is the hem. So I'm holding it upside down like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take this dress, put it over, and the side seams are going to be matched up with the seams of the frill. So here's the seam and here's another seam, and I'm joining them together like that. Okay, all done, pinned, and I'm going to attach this. So since I'm going to be sewing a circular motion, I'm not going to backstitch when I start my stitch. I'm just going to go all the way around, and then when I come back, that's when I'm going to backstitch, because I'm going to come over here. So we don't want a bulkage of a stitch here. It's going to look funny. So yeah, I hope you understand. But okay, so I'm about to come back to that beginning stitch just to look at how I'm going to do it. So because you're already sewing a 1 centimeter stitch, you should align with the other stitch as you come back like that, and then back stitch. So you go over the stitch a little bit and then back stitch, and then that's it. I'm gonna overlap this and pin hem it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do the pin hem. This is the outside, so this is the right side of the overlocker, as you can see, and then I'm going to just fold it like this, fold it at the edge of the overlocker like that, and then I'm going to pin hem it over here. So let me show you a pin hem. The only concern that you really have to have here is your stitch size. So remember, this is where we change our stitch. It is at a 3. You can always take it down to a 2.5, and that is going to be a small stitch length, and I prefer that for a pin hem. Okay, now back here, I'm going to be doing this simultaneously as I sew. I'm going to start at a seam, and remember, since this is going to be a continuous stitch, I'm not going to start by back stitching, but just going to start and continue. So I want you guys to look carefully at how I align my fabric on this. So usually there's measurements that you can, look at, which is on the right side of your machine like that. But here, what we're going to do is we're going to use one of these lines to help us align to get an edge stitch. So basically your edge stitch is about 2 millimeters away from an edge or from a seam. That is what an edge stitch is. So there's 4 rectangular spaces, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my third one from the left, and use the edge that is on the far right as my guide, and that's going to give me an edge stitch. So your machine could be different, and this is why it's important that you actually get to know your machine and get familiar with it. I'm going to place down my foot, and as you can see, it is placing down, and what you want to do is make sure that the foot is also holding the edge side of the fabric, because then that's how you're going to get a neater edge stitch. And using that as my guide, just like that. So now I'm adding a personal touch.